For anyone in project management, the PMP certification can feel like this huge, intimidating mountain to climb. You hear all about the study guides and the boot camps, and everyone's looking for those perfect tips and tricks to pass. So, let's talk about what it really takes. To start, the core of the exam revolves around the PMBOK guide, right? That makes up about 75% of the content. But it seems like that remaining 25% is where things get tricky.
That's exactly it. Relying solely on the PMBOK guide is like trying to navigate a city with only a highway map. You see the main routes, but you miss all the crucial local streets and shortcuts. Expert instructors, they bridge those gaps. They give you the insights into practical application and help clarify the really complex ideas that the guide just touches on. This is absolutely essential for handling those tricky situational questions.
I see. So it's about having both the official map and a seasoned local guide. That makes sense. So, once you have the knowledge down, how do you actually prepare for the exam's unique structure and demands?
This is where strategy comes in. The PMP exam isn't just a test of knowledge, it's a test of endurance and technique. You should be using exam simulators daily. The goal is to consistently score at least 85% on your mock exams. That's your green light. Also, you have to get intimate with what they call the ITTO trick sheet for the 49 processes and memorize the key formulas and the process chart.
Okay, the 85% rule sounds like a very clear benchmark. But what's so special about these ITTOs and charts?
Well, that 85% rule is your indicator that you've built the mental muscle memory. The ITTOs, that's inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs, and the process chart are basically the DNA of the exam. If you understand them deeply, you can take apart any complex scenario question and see the underlying logic. It stops being guesswork and starts being methodical application.
Those are some powerful tactical tips for the exam itself, but I know you can't just sign up. Before you even get to that point, what are the fundamental requirements to apply for the PMP certification in the first place?
Right? You have to qualify first, you need a bachelor's degree or an equivalent, and you have to prove you have a minimum of 4,500 hours of real-world project management experience. On top of that, you need to show you've completed at least 35 hours of formal project management education.
Wow. So it's not an entry-level thing at all. The bar is pretty high.
Exactly, and those requirements really underscore the PMP's value. It certifies you as a senior-level professional. It's not just about what you know from a book. It's proof that you have substantial hands-on leadership experience and a genuine commitment to the profession.
So, you meet the prerequisites, you do the training, you study, and then you face the exam itself. It's 200 multiple choice questions in 4 hours. But from what I hear, it's not the volume that's the killer. What truly makes this exam so challenging for so many people?
It's the scenario-based questions. That's the hardest part for almost everyone. These questions put you in a realistic project situation and give you 4 answer choices. But here's the kicker. Sometimes 2 or 3 of them seem correct. Your job is to pick the times best times 1.
So it's not about right versus wrong. It's about good versus best.
Precisely. It's the "what would a PMP do" test. It's a test of your professional judgment and your ability to prioritize based on the core principles of project management. It's where simply memorizing facts fails you, and a deep, practical understanding is the only thing that gets you through.
That really crystallizes the challenge. So, to wrap this up, what are the most critical things for someone preparing for the PMP exam to remember?
I'd say it boils down to 4 key things. First, know that the exam is mostly based on the PMBOK guide, but you absolutely need expert guidance to fill in the critical knowledge gaps. Second, practice is non-negotiable. Aim for that 85% score on mock exams and truly master the ITTOs and process charts. Third, remember that this is a certification for experienced professionals, so meeting the requirements of a degree, 4,500 hours of experience, and 35 hours of education is the first gate you have to pass. And finally, the toughest challenge will be those scenario-based questions which demand practical judgment to pick the best solution, not just a correct one.